All right, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel, and I've already made a mistake. Hold on, you guys. This is a work in progress. This has to be gone. All right, all right. We'll start over. All right. Hello and welcome back to the Knives Fast channel, guys. It is time for KFLive number 153. Happy Blue Monday, everyone. It is 7:43 p.m. on the East Coast. Is the time zone that the only one that matters? I'm just kidding. Good to have each and every one of you here, and we're gonna have Ben from Jack Wolf Knives on at the top of the hour to talk Midnight Jack. And that is pretty sweet. So let's kick this off and get started and see who's here. I see Aries is here. I see Tim B, David Helka, Jim Miller. Hello, all of you. Hello, Angelo, Justin, Ohio, Seth Fletcher. Wow, Seth. Broke Z, John Hedinger, TR, what's up? Homer Feltus, what's up? JR Miz is here. Brian Kerr, very good to hear, Brian. That's awesome. Rule number 9, David Iverson is in the house. Kirby Smith, Thomas McDonald, Marco, I'm me. Holy mackerel, everybody's here. Renee Ramon, Michael Morgan. Did I say? Yeah, I did. Hey, Jim Miller again, because I saw you again there. All right, exciting news. The two Tempest Knives designed Kubi Dust Devils that I designed, of course, just came in. Two of the ones that the two that I ordered came in. My samples are still not here. I don't get it, but these are the two that I ordered. Hey, Joe Kasperick, what's up? Sonny Robinson, hello. Knives are live. What's up? So yeah, here's the what they call black coarse micarta, but I gotta tell you guys, this looks like brown burlap to me. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but they call it black coarse micarta. Sure, I'll take that. If that's what they want to call it, then that's what they can call it. And you can see I've already swapped it to the soft loops from the whatever that's called, the Tech Lock. And then this guy is the Ultim one. So there you go. I don't know if I'm getting samples of all three or what, but those are supposed to be here Wednesday or Thursday. So in the meantime, these are the ones that I bought and paid for and ordered because I didn't want to wait forever to get my samples. And I also switched this one over. Hey, David Tooley. Hey, Colby. Yeah, it definitely looks burlap, but they call it black coarse micarta, so I don't know. So guys, if you go look real quick, we'll get into pocket checks in just a second before Ben comes on. But if you go look at kubishopping.com, and I can put this direct link in the chat. I should be able to at least. If you go to kubishopping.com and use code KC06LT, you can get 6% off, and the only one still available at this moment in time is Ultim. I have asked them if there will be more made, and I haven't gotten an answer to that yet. So, hey, Sean Batts, what's up? Hey, Dugan, what's up? Crazy Roach, what's up? Good to see each and every one of you. So well, I'm not even on the screen. That's great. Hold on. That Ultim one, here, I want to go for this. Yep. That Ultim one is this one right here. And it is $64. And if you use code KC06LT, you get 6% off of that and free shipping. So very cool. I think they came out really good. I designed it to be a just 4-finger knife for me. So like literally exactly 4-finger knife. Not a lot left over except the lanyard loop there, which I made nice and large for our lanyard friends there. And yeah, very excited. These came out. Kubi did a really nice job. Good snap. No real issues with shaking. Really, really happy. Finally got my hands on one and am very happy. And then if you go over, Tim's already helping you out here. If you go, thank you, Tim. If you go over to tempestknives.com, there are only 7 pre-order spots left available of the Fractus, and they are in the silver lining version. This guy right here. There are 7 of these available at $199.99, so right at $200, and that will get you S90V steel and wow, contoured titanium scales with micromilling and weave carbon fiber, all done by our friends at Concept. And look who's being heard from. He's coming out going, whoa, there's Bluminati Johnny with the membership, and he gave that membership to nobody. There it is, way down there. Aries regained his membership. Very cool. Thank you for doing that, Mr. Bluminati Ninja. There is your very cool Daleka salute. Thank you very much. Welcome to the chat, everybody. Hey, Neil McKenzie, what is going on? Hey, Kevin C. All right, so let's go ahead and start dropping pocket checks so we have time to get through them before Ben comes on here. Tell me what you were carrying today. I'm just trying to make sure I haven't missed anybody. I don't want to miss my buddy O-Father. I haven't seen him yet, though. Hey, there's Rusty Knife Lover. Rusty's in the house. Hey, Rusty. Lots of channel members showing up tonight. All right, so Rusty's going to kick us, off. Hey, Todd Carr. Who was that? Be Shady. Hello, hello. Rusty's got the Tempest Knives Microburst, Tempest Pinion, Rough Rider Apta Micarta, Fisher Space Pen, and Rovivon Aurora A1 flashlight. Very cool. Rusty is a channel member. Thank you, Rusty. All right, let's see. Chris Reeves, Umnumzon and Small Sabinza for JR. Little flex from our friend JR. He's going, look at that. Okay, fine. Hey, Brian F., what's going on? Hey, Big Doug. Sup, Knife Nerds. Hey, Ginger Fisher, what's going on? Good to see everybody. All right. And by the way, JR is also a channel member. Let's see. Viper Key, slip joint in titanium and M390. Very cool, Michael Morgan. Good to have you here. I missed Freak Show again. I'm deliberately ignoring you, Jeremy. Did you see what I was showing off a minute ago? You were probably here, and I'm just losing it. But there is my Dust Devil. Finally showed up. The 2 that I ordered showed up today, so very cool. We will wait for my samples now and see what I get, because I don't even know. That's how good it is. But hello, Freak Show, another channel member. David Iverson as a Tempest Pinion, Kubi Tempest Dust Devil, woohoo! Case Blue Bone, Large Stockman Sapphire Victorinox Huntsman, Olight Seeker 4 Mini, Olight i5R Titanium, Leatherman Wave Plus, Forest Tank Fisher Space Pen, all for channel member David Iverson, Microtech Ultratech, and Ultim Vision FG for Crazy Roach. Hello, sir. Another channel member. Best Tech Rock Face. I'm not familiar with that one, Seth. Spyderco Manix 2 and a titanium toothpick. Very cool. Seth is also a channel member. Jim Miller, Vosteed Raccoon, CDC Collab, CDC Hansen, Aries Thorn, and a MBK Rosalinda. Very cool. I think our buddy O-Father got one of those today as well. Jim is also a channel member. Justin, Ohio, has a Sencut Scepter. Very nice, sir. Mr. Tim B, channel member and moderator, has a Tempest Microburst. Aries Tabico, which is very cool, and a Victorinox Classic SD, and an Olight i3T. Channel member Tim B, very cool. Welcome, Sean Batts. Good to have you here. Carried the wee Ziphius in Damasteel. The girlfriend carried her wee Banter in Dessert. Okay, Warrior, Series, whatever. Okay, got it. It came out of my mouth. Doug has the Asher Douglas and the Lake Champlain Barlow. Doug is a channel member as well. Very cool. Kaiser Gavel, Chavez Redemption, 229, and a CRKT Minimal X for Renee Ramon, who has a lightsaber, apparently. I don't know what's going on over there. There's a dog with a lightsaber. That's what it is. Let's see. And thank you for being a channel member, Renee. Savivi Odd 22 and the Kaiser Phoenix for David Helka. Hey, David. Good to have you here. Another channel member and regular commenter on my videos. Blue Jetstream, Rovi Von Aurora, A2 for Thomas McDonald, another channel member. Hey, Bushcraft Rebooted. Hey, Elin Reese, a DRT Trapper. Dr. T Trapper, maybe? I don't know. I'm not familiar with that one. Elan, I think it is. Help me with that. I'm not familiar with that one. Christopher Wheeling is a channel member, and he's got the same old Kunwu Django and an Arcfell Pro. I ordered the new Tuya, the Tuya Shocker. I ordered that, so I'm interested to see what that one's going to be like. I'm excited but apprehensive. Always. Smooth Criminal with the Damn Designs Necro Bead and a Lancelot leather strap wallet for Space Ghost. Okay, fine. I saw Brian got his Dust Devil today and immediately made some black walnut scales for it, and they look fire. Very awesome. That's the thing about the design, guys. If you have the capability, I may do that. I've got some cherry and dark Virginia dark walnut over here, black walnut, that I would love to try that and see if I could do it. So very cool that you did that, Brian. And Brian is capable of that for sure. I may or may not be, but we shall see. Fred the Lug has a Brown Mini SFSD and a titanium Maverick. Very cool. Okay. My wife never does this, and I'm on the stream, so let me see what's happening. Okay, I think that was your classic everyday butt dial. She never does that during a stream, so I wondered. So we're going to text her and just make sure you okay. Okay. All right. All right. So always check on the wife, guys. Okay. He's just saying hello to people. Jeremy, here's the theory. Okay, I got two. First, I got the black micarta, and I got the Ultim. The Ultim one is probably going to live in the kitchen because of the plastic handles. It won't pick up crap like the micarta will. So this one will probably live in the kitchen. But I'll probably carry it some too. I don't care. To be honest with you, I think it's the best Ultim I've seen. It's got milling and it's see-through in the right way. So it's not like garbanzo, and very good texture. But again, it's still yellow. There's only so much I can do. It's yellow. All right. Who else is here with the pocket check? Ferrum Forge Gent. Very cool. The Gent 2.0 for our friend What Dugan Thinks, who is a faithful channel member. Very cool. Don't forget the Aries EDC Yokto package is still available. Tim is putting the link up, and here is the O Father, Olight Warrior Mini 3, Vosti Thornton, Jack Wolf Pioneer Jack, Tempest Microburst, and a Junkin Genius Hank, all for channel member Tim S., also known as O Father. The code for the Dust Devil Manny Z is, and you get 6% off his KC06LT. Somebody's already probably put it in the chat for you, but the Wizard Forge 1-off Fixie, Growler V1 Blackwash, Tempest Knives Microburst Blackwash, Kaiser Banish Blackwash, Sog Power Pine All Black, Fidget Boys Slider All Black, Pocket Metal Forest Tank. Very cool. Be Shady, channel member. Neil McKenzie has a USA-made leak from Kershaw, a Buck 371, a Tiny Sog, a Falamov EDC Mini Light, all for Neil McKenzie. Welcome, Neil. Tempest Jetstream, Tempest Microburst, Spyderco Para 3 Lightweight, Anchor EDC Tanto Ring Knife, and a Parker Jotter. Very cool. David Catuli. David Tooley, channel member. Good Lord. Someone help me talk. Aries Crow, Keith TKF Fixie. Very cool. Limo Stream, Hi-Ho, Anode Clydesdale, Microtech MSI, and with OG gun stock scales. Cold Steel SR1 Light, Devo Nip, Hedgehog, Vampire Jack, Top Dog, T-Bod, New Breed, B-Up Hanks. All that for our buddy Mr. Bluminati Ninja, Sheep's Foot Griptilian, Case Trapper, Victorinox Tinker, all for Colby. I think I got you, Dugan, but Dugan still got the Ferrum Forge Gent 2.0. Protec Godfather, hey Jay Richard, in Sapphire Blade and Luft RWB or Luft WR. What do you mean? Are you asking which one to carry or which one I prefer? I think I like the RWB. Just that blade shape is killer for me. Midnight Jack Ancient version, Keen Mini Blue for KC. Very cool, Sonny. Thank you for doing that. Oh, look at that. Flicking my new McNeese Mac 2 in blue Anno for Blue Monday. Delta, I was that close to pulling that trigger on that thing the other night. I just couldn't make myself do it. It's just too much for me. Leatherman Surge, Gerber Dime, Gerber Shard, SD Classic, Cold Steel AD10, Giant Mouse Ace Yacht, Benchmade Mini Freak in the 5th pocket, Artisan Sea Snake Fixie, couple of O-Lights in them, O-Pin Mini, all for Todd Carr, north of the border, channel member. Very cool. All right, guys, I'm just trying to catch up. Hey, Robert Feely, what's up? Tempest Microburst, Aries Bloom, and Aries EDC Yokto coin. Very cool, Aries. That's awesome, dude. I got a little sneak peek of my the knife he's working on for me, and it looks awesome. Oh, and by the way, Aries, I don't know if I told you, but the Bloom, I've already recorded my video, and it went off to JB today. It's going to JB and then Matisfaction. I'll figure the rest out later. I haven't gotten that far yet. Hey, Cheetamus Prime. All right. Hey, Devo Mash when it came out. Very cool, Ron Dobbins. Ron Dobbins. Very good. Good to have you here. Traffic. So I've got the LTK result and the Tempest Microbrewery. Is that a new one? I wasn't familiar with that. Did I cross over to Devo? Wait a minute. If I do a Devo knife, it's got to be the Tempest Microbrewery. Come on, that's funny. All right. Wasn't really that funny. What did I miss, Tim? I don't know what I did. Rusty, member for 26 months. Bam! Rusty, thank you so much, my friend, for your faithful support and friendship. There is your Daleka salute. I got you, Dugan. Yep, I saw your carry. I mentioned it a couple of times. All right. Think I caught up? I think. Well, I mean, I'm not caught up in the chat, but I think I've got all the pocket checks. All right, I'm going to skip down. If I missed your pocket check, please drop it again. I was trying very hard not to miss anyone. Yeah, I sold a bunch too, Delta, but I got to keep stuff coming in for the channel. There's JD for EDC and Josh33025. Oh, very cool. I like the We Esprit, Ron Dobbins. That's a good one. He's trying to sell his Weir. I'm still trying to sell my original Devo Stout. If anyone's interested, let me know. I am interested in selling that. I'm trying very hard to sell it. If I don't sell it, I might have to sell some things I don't want to sell. So, Tori Casey, what's up? All right, so my pocket check today is the Devo Growler version whatever, 2, I think. Yeah. And this is in blue aluminum, Devo Growler. And then I had the, I said 200, Tim, but I'll listen to whatever. I mean, I think it was 280 when I bought it or something like that. It's got the Mokutai backspacer too. So I was asking 200, but we can talk if yeah, whatever. I'll listen. Oh, they did, Tori. Cool. I'm getting one of those, hopefully. Hopefully. I didn't pre-order it, but I'm trying to get one. Bridgeport 395 also for Ron Dobbins and a Tactile Maverick. Jack Wolf Midnight Jack in Purple Haze with land apple and smooth precision pen for JD for EDC. Very cool. 2 stout V2s coming. Wow. Oh, there you go, David. Hey, David Jewell and made a live show. Welcome, David. Everybody, welcome, David, to the fun. Hey, Chicago 23. David's got a Tempest Blue Jetstream and a Blurple Native 5. Awesome. The detent on the Dust Devil is perfect. And it goes right into a big pork roast. Right, Steve? Steve had a picture up where he stabbed it right into a pork shoulder. So very cool. Okay, let me know, Tim. Okay, this is the second knife in the pocket today. This is the beautiful Frost Fed Carbon After Hours Jack. Gotta love it. Barium. And then the third one in the pocket today. What is it? Where is it? There it is. Okay. Third one in the pocket today is the Feel Good Jack from Jack Wolf Knives. How cool is that? And we're speaking of Jack Wolf. We're waiting for our buddy Benny B to show up in the chat. And he will be here shortly. I heard a beep, so there he is. But we'll let him get settled here for a second. And very cool, guys. So if you didn't hear me at the start, I would just say this one more time. There are still a few of the Tempest Knives Design Kubi Dust Devils and Ultim available at kubishopping.com. You can get 6% off with code KC06LT at checkout, and that brings it below $60, I believe, and free free shipping. Wow. All right, Ben, you ready, brother? All right, cool. All right, everybody, drum roll, please. Let's say hello to our friend, the man with the Wolfie plan, who is in a small box, apparently. Ben Belkin, what's up, man?
What's up, man? Let me elevate my camera a little bit here.
Oh, well, you got some fat carbon behind you back there in a picture. That's what
it
it
looks like. It looks like chaotic resin.
It's the chaotic resin. That's what you did. You got a whole sheet of it and framed it in your house. Yeah, exactly. Would that surprise anyone? I don't know.
That would be freaking cool. Let's see if I can get.
You know what surprises me the most? By the way, Ben is the owner, designer, chief cook, and bottle washer of Jack Wolf Knives, if you don't know him. And this Friday, and by the way, my unboxing came out this afternoon, and I screwed up. I said this Friday, but I said the 15th. It's the 16th, okay? So Friday the 16th at 2 p.m. Eastern. See, I tried to do that too. Friday the 16th at 2 p.m. Eastern, the new Jack Wolf Midnight Jack re-release, and we'll show the one I got here in just a moment, are coming, and very excited for you, Ben. Very, very excited. And what I was going to say is it's shocking to me on the chaotic resin how many different, just completely different looks there are. There's some that have a lot of white, some that have a lot of like the pinkish color, some that have a lot of the kind of green. Yeah, I don't know. They all, there's some really cool ones.
There is that some, and even the direction of the swirls is different. Like we opened some at the California Custom Knife Show this weekend because I brought some to sell. And so I'll let people, like I'll open a few of them and I'll let people pick. And dude, they are very different one to the next.
Gotcha. There are no microbursts on the site right now, guys. I took them down. Just I need to go through some more before I put more up. That's all. It's that simple. I still have more. Look at see, that one's like super dark. There's hardly, the white is just like a swirl. I love that one.
Yep. This one's pretty evenly distributed, I think.
Yeah.
But there's some that have like big puddles of turquoise, you know, and or white. And it looks like, I don't know what this stuff looks like. And there's some of them, there's like clear and you can see inside it.
No way.
Yeah, because
that's
it's
cool.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
do they make like a pearlescent, like a resin or something like that? That's like a see-through pearlescent kind of thing. No,
I don't know. I don't know.
It sounds like a cool one.
All I know is If you follow this guy on Instagram, his handle is Chaotic Artworks with a
Okay.
Kaotic, and man, it is literally some of the coolest stuff I've ever seen.
I will have to check him out. That sound. Look at that. Jeez.
So we, made some changes to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
Rounded off these edges. So there's a 0.5 millimeter fillet. It's called a fillet, which is like a bull nose. And then there's chamfers here on the scale.
Yep.
It's a lot easier to see it on the full tie version.
That's what I was about to say. So here's the one that I picked this month. Thank you, Ben. Yep. And you can definitely see those chamfers down there. And I pointed that out on my unboxing if you haven't seen it yet. And I dig this, man. With the black backspacer, this thing just pops.
This knife is sweet.
Yeah, so here, let's just do this so you guys can see. Here's the bottom of the original in natural micarta, and you can see it's just sort of, it's not sharp, but it's clean, I guess you would say. It's not chamfered.
Yeah, it's pointy, but it's not sharp.
Right, not at all. That's a perfect word. But you can see there. Let's get them in here and see if we can get a focus. Come on. You were doing it earlier. But anyway, you can see the difference. Very, very cool that you did that. I like it a lot. Looks really cool. Feels good in the hand. Yeah, snappy for sure. And so Barlow pattern, obviously, guys, with a sheep's footy blade there. Very cool. This is DLC coating here. And that is, tell me which one that is. Dark matter.
Copper.
Didn't want to say it wrong. That's what I almost said, but you know me, I'm always stepping on something.
This one's got hand satin.
Beautiful. Yeah. That hand satin is gorgeous.
This is a nice looking knife, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really happy with all these configurations.
Good.
This one is the hand satin with twill. So
yeah, I love the twill on the K9, so that's gorgeous.
Return of the twill. And then White Storm with Stonewash. And they do a really good job with the Stonewash. That's not going to pick up in my lighting here so well, but
I almost got that one just to try the Stonewash, but
yeah, all the little glistening marks,
Yep. Very cool. And I love White Storm. I think White Storm is kind of underrated too. It's simple, but it's good looking. I mean, it just looks really cool.
It suits knives because you got gray blade steel and gray titanium. So
yep.
Just, if you're looking for something kind of monochromatic, it's hard to beat because you get the white and you get gray and you get black. So pretty awesome.
Very cool. Yeah, everybody's still asking if you're going to do some fixed blades. We asked that last time, and I think you said you were chewing on it. So
definitely chewing on it, guys. I'm starting to, I got some help now with Donnie and Kim.
Yeah.
And so I'm starting to, we're kind of getting into show season here, but nonetheless, looks like I'll be finding some design time in the next couple months. So we'll see what I can come up with.
That sounds good. Lord, that's one of my frustrations is I haven't had enough time to draw lately.
Oh yeah.
I've been slammed, so I need to find some of that time. And so I'll get to that in just a moment. Jack Wolf bird and trout knife. Okay. He already promised that. Is that right? I don't remember that, Michael. He's pushing you into it with stag. I got you. And then
that was a very specific promise.
I was just going to show you. I don't know if you saw me showing this before you came on, but this is my design that I sold to Kubi. So these are out now. They're hitting people's mailboxes. This is the Dust Devil, just a little simple EDC fixie. Very happy to have that out there.
What's the size on that guy, Casey?
7 inches lengthwise. So it's strangely enough, the exact same length as our friend, the Microburst, but you can see they're considerably different. Height-wise, quite a different experience in the hand. But lengthwise it's 7 inches. So almost like a little bird and trout or something like that, about that size. A little bit, I wanted on purpose to cut the handle as tight as I could so that I could really maximize the blade length.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels more balanced than you can do with a folder, if you know what I mean. That's kind of what I was going for, was that feel of as much blade as I could pack into it, and still get a 4-finger grip. So that was the entire thought process. I kind of like this. They're saying this is black coarse micarta, but it sure looks like brown burlap to me.
Well, it's
But
definitely a burlap. I don't know what color we'd call it, but it's
they
burlap for
called it
sure.
black, but yeah, maybe it's black. It just kind of has some hues in there that look brownish.
Well, it's
But
probably the fibers from the burlap itself.
right. That's what I was saying. Yeah. Might just be the burlap. It's kind of poking through there. But yeah, I think it came out pretty cool. That's my first. I thought it made more sense to let somebody else bear the risk of a fixed blade for the first time doing one, if you know what I mean. So they did. They loved the design and they took off with it. And I put soft loops on mine as soon as they came in. They came in with a tech lock, which is kind of big for this size knife, in my opinion. But
yeah, I like the soft loop. That's a good call.
Yeah, I do. Or pocket drop it, but you can leave the soft loop on and pocket drop it. That works well. Hey, High Tide. All right, so back to I derailed as usual.
Any other steel I consider working with?
Yep.
One of the challenges is simply whatever's available to me.
Availability. Yep.
As far as stainless steel goes, I don't have MagnaCut available to me. Of course, everybody wants MagnaCut. I don't really know if there's a better option for these slip joint knives in my style locking knife than S90V. As far as something that would take a patina, I'm giving that some thought, like a high-end tool steel. A K390 would be one.
Yeah.
I
I'd be all over
probably wouldn't do a whole production run out of it. I would have to see if they would let me do, like, I usually do 5 versions. So would they let me do one version in a different steel? I don't know.
Does Crewwear take a patina?
I'm usually the wrong guy to talk to about steels because I'm not a steel guy.
That's just one of my favorite cutty steels. It's just,
yeah.
But so is K390. It's very nice as well.
So, and these Chinese factories don't want to put these super high heat treats on things, because when you're doing mass production, a lot can go wrong with warping and parts, tool wear and belts and all kinds of stuff. So it's like 100%. If you do K390, but you can't do it at like 64 or 65 or wherever guys want it, is it a detriment? I don't know.
Yeah, Van-X would be cool. I agree with that. Van-X is pretty sweet.
Yeah, a lot of those newer or like newly popular, maybe they're not new, but some of these are kind of newly popular knife steels. Like sometimes that stuff's not available. So
you got that right. Yeah, I've had those conversations. Trust me. I was surprised I was able to get S90V for the Fractus. So very happy with that.
Yeah, fortunately, S90V has been around for a while. So it's like, the distributors. And what I learned about steel in China is these factories buy from trusted distributors, because they're trying to avoid fakes. You know what I mean? So they have to buy from trusted distributors. And so I think there's probably a handful of those. And they might not have everything because it's very expensive to import steel into China.
No doubt, yeah.
And because of the tariffs and also the shipping because of the weight. So it's one of those things. It's not like, with handle material, I can ship over whatever I want. So as long as they're willing to provide the labor, I can ship over whatever I want. But I can't just buy steel and ship it over. It's cost prohibitive.
True. Yep, you can do it with handle material, but not really with that. So
yeah, and I try to give you guys a lot of variety in my handle materials and stuff like that. But I know for guys that like to shop steel, I'm kind of a one-trick pony right now. I'm aware.
I'm not. anyway, I get it. People are picky about that stuff.
I mean, everybody likes what they like. I mean, some people would rather collect steels as opposed to collecting different colors of fat carbon. I mean, I don't. It's fine with me. It's just I got limitations, so I'm working within my limitations.
Understood. Tim B put up the authorized dealer list for you guys to definitely check that out. I think the chat might have locked up again. Does that every once in a while. It's just stuck. I haven't seen a new message in like a minute.
Maybe we're just so interesting that no one is even typing.
Maybe, yeah, we're boring. But anyway, there we go. It moved. 82, Ashlyn, 82. So we've got there are the first 5 in line here are your new 5.
Yep, so again, the first 5 in line.
Yep. All $300, all this Friday, the 16th at 2 p.m. You got White Storm, Dark Matter, Copper, Chaotic Resin, Reverse Tux, and Twill. So very, very cool. And what I think is cool this time around, Ben, and I always hate, I'm so bad at this. This is why a lot of my long form videos don't get as many views as they should, because I always give everything away before I do my videos. The ones that are really good at it, like Bees Blades, he'll say, I'm not telling you anything. I'm not doing, I'm just the guy that just talks and enjoys talking about knives. So I give half my crap away ahead of time. But what I was going to say is that I think it's interesting that we're now in a position where we've got several variations of this design. And correct me if I'm wrong, but this might be the only one that has all these things. Okay. So first we have the original, of course, and we have a remake of that. So we have a Barlow slip joint with a sheep's footy blade. And then coming behind that, we have a doctor's knife version of the same thing. So we have a very slim, similar knife. Now the difference here is you have an end cap and not the coffin shape. So obviously different, but the same. And then right on top of that, we've got the guy I carried today, which is we've got the locking version of the same thing. So I actually think, that's pretty cool to me, because you've got, now we just need a fixed blade of it. Anyway, you've got kind of all the things here. You've got a locking knife, you've got a Barlow. I've got 2 versions of handles with them, and we've got a doctor's knife. I think that's pretty cool that this one is popular enough that it's spread out like that.
Oh, I think so too. And there's a lot of love for a good-looking sheep's foot blade out there, and 100%. There's a lot of love for a Barlow.
Yep. And this thing, I don't know if I think I told you this. Frost has pretty much become my favorite. So it's just I just think it's a matter of fact. I'm having a fixed blade built right now by Aries EDC in the chat in Frost.
Oh,
so
sweet.
Those will be paired together very soon.
Nice.
Cannot wait for that. So, but I think that's really cool. And then again, to bring in this case, if you want the depiction of Jack Wolf knives, you've got jigging, okay, and you've got a Barlow, but you've got titanium and S90V and a black coated blade. So this could not be more of a juxtaposition of what Jack Wolf knives is. Modern interpretation of a classic design. I think that's so cool.
That is like definitely a modern traditional right there.
Yep. Very much. Guys in the chat, I'm curious what if you are or aren't, I don't care if you're buying one or not buying one. I just want to hear what's your favorite of the 5 this time around. Would love to hear your thoughts. I know some of you always say can't afford one, but you can afford to tell me.
Yeah, let's just say they were free. Which one would you pick?
Which one would you pick? I get it. I would love to hear some of you guys, and even some of the guys in the chat and girls that maybe aren't slip joint people would love to hear. I saw somebody ask a minute ago about Blade Show Texas. Ben, yes, no?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, you guys can always count on me to be at all the Blade shows.
Yeah. Me, not so much this time. Too much going on. If things keep going in the direction they are, I probably will start going to at least 2 a year. And I'm trying to decide what my second one is, whether it be Texas or West. Not sure yet. So,
Might just be whichever one you can get a table at, dude, because they're running
okay,
wait lists on these things
good.
now.
Good to know. I'll have to make a call and jump on it. So,
Yeah, I would probably start having those conversations because
yep.
from what I understand, all 3 shows are getting waitlisted.
Really? Okay, yeah. Because I know Kevin tried to move to a booth, and they tried to put him in the other room and said they didn't have any more, and so he's back at the table. I know it's tight.
Is that for
Even
Atlanta?
Atlanta, yeah. And so I'm next. It's literally Devo and Tempest side by side.
Cool.
So I think so. No, it should be cool. We'll pick on each other the whole time. I literally lost my Venom Jack just for Christmas. First and only knife I ever lost ruined my Christmas. I fear it was thrown away
Tim.
by accident with the wrapping paper. That's not good.
I don't lose knives either, but I lost my big bro when I was in Universal Studios in California. And dude, I'll talk about like hating yourself for at least a week, and you're like trying to tell yourself it's only just a knife and this and that, but you're just
You
mad
get
at yourself for
attached to it.
losing. Oh, you do. I mean,
Yeah.
if I lost like, I don't anything other than my knife, I think I would have been easier pill to swallow.
That's funny. That is funny. No doubt about it. I now I've got my slips all mixed up here. This is great, Casey. This is what I do best. All right. So chaos is gonna get out of my way here. So the other thing I was gonna say, and for those of you, did we get answers by the way? I'd either go Twill
Yeah,
or
there's
Big
lots of
Time,
answers. A lot of chaotic.
Midnight, chaotic. Yep. Very cool. What I was gonna say is if you want to get into a Jack Wolf slip joint, to me the midnight pattern is one of my favorites because of it being so pinchable. It is easily, if you don't like to deal with putting your thumbnail in there, like me, this is the most easily pinchable. This and the Venom probably are the two most easily pinchable for me, at least. And that makes a difference because it's a lot more fun to fidget with it when you can grab it. So
Yeah, it's kind of hard. It's got a lot of, I would say, mass appeal because it's a simple design and it's got really cool like angles, so the way the angles are all presented together, it's simple, but it's still modern looking, and it's got a really great straight edge and it's comfortable in the hand and just works, man. That one just
right.
works. There's
Yep.
not a lot
Yeah.
that someone would look at it and say that's not for me, whereas some of the curvier designs or odder designs,
Right.
like a gun stock or a canine, like that stuff's not for everyone.
Right.
It's kind of like it's a little more unusual, so some people it's more polarizing, but the midnight I think is more middle of the road,
I agree.
like a big bro.
I've been having arguments with myself, and I'm probably going to do another video, Ben, because I'm starting to convince myself that I was wrong, and that the speaking of curvy ones, that the Cyborg should be my number one. I don't know what it is about that thing in the hand. Magnificent, really,
Yeah.
really good knife. It's just, but it's hard to do because I love the midnight. I like all of them. It's just so hard to do. The current Jack Wolfs, what does that say? Are the Camo Sunset, Carbon Big Bro, Purple Haze Gunslinger, and Purple Haze After Hours. That's quite a collection. Very nice.
It's a great set.
Yep. Grabbing something here. Okay, sorry. I got distracted as usual. If money weren't an issue, I'd go Midnight Jack. Whoops, where'd it go?
Twill
Carbon fiber effect, carbon dark matter gold. Or
yeah.
Okay, well this one he's got copper actually.
Yeah, copper, gold, but yeah. I mean they're very similar. The copper is just more coppery, like a kind of like the Duracell copper color on the top of a battery.
Oh, got ya. What does that say? Fred says, I want an After Hours green Kieranite, but I can't find any. Anyone wants to hook me up?
Man, I get a lot of messages about that knife. Fred, I would recommend you join my Facebook group. It's called Jack Wolf Knives Worldwide, and worldwide is one word. And we have a buy sell trade thread there twice a month. We start a new one, and that's where you're going to find it. Just be careful on Facebook. There's so many scammers. I try to keep them out of the group, but it's impossible because they just steal people's profiles or they set up ones that look really real. But anyway, that's where you want to look for one.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, will you have another run? He says after.
So I'll do another run after hours at some point, but I prefer not to make the same configuration twice.
Right.
Like the exact same. No, I mean, let's just say I did do the toxic green again, but I probably wouldn't do it with all black metal. Like I just won't, unless I have no other option, I won't repeat exact configurations.
Oh, very cool, Joe. That's awesome. Had a picture posted above his desk of all the models. That's cool.
Nice. Man, I've been selling a lot more of the frame posters recently. I've been stoked about that.
Oh, I thought he just said rehab. I'm like, you said go to rehab and ask. There's a site called EDC Rehab. Okay,
I don't know about EDC Rehab. Is that a Facebook group? I don't think I'm in that one. I'm in so many
tell
groups.
us what that is.
Yeah,
that's new to us. And by the way, Bangkok Mark, hello. I saw your comment that you're traveling. Good to see you here. Briefly. Tim, look in the couch cushions.
Oh man,
there you go.
Oh, it's the kind of thing that
I lost a knife that showed up 6 months later.
Oh,
something
you're
like
lucky.
that. It was upstairs under something. Yeah. Hey, Blade Walker. See ya. Have a good one. Tim, look in your truck too. Found mine there after a year. Whoa, there you go. It's a Facebook group, EDC Rehab, apparently.
Nice.
So I am not familiar with that one. Is that for people trying to get out of EDC or get into EDC? Which is it? I don't know. Like a chaotic sheep's foot, not so pokey. Gotcha. Yeah, these are definitely not pokey. I mean, you got a nice pokey tip for doing this kind of thing, but not this kind of pokey. Yeah. So EDC Rehab is a Facebook group with a ton of amazing members. Everyone provides vouchers, etc. And I've had only one issue with a member there. Okay. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the people who get scammed on Facebook are kind of the newbies usually, people who just haven't seen enough of the shenanigans. Usually have to learn that lesson once.
Gotcha. There you go, Seth. Seth found a lighter after 2 years. Yep, that'll happen. Oh, man, that's crazy.
Zippos are really cool. I have no reason to carry one. I don't smoke, but I just think Zippos are the coolest freaking things, man.
They are very collectible, and there's a lot of really cool designs and the cool inserts and
does all of it, dude. And the action on the lid and pinching them and making the lid pop open. And
exactly.
And they just smell like lighter fuel and they're just great. I love those things.
All right, I'm going out on a limb here. You ready for this?
Let's do it.
Don't tell Sean, but I think this is my favorite artwork.
How cool is that, man?
This is, I open this, to be honest with you, Ben, sometimes I open them up and I'm just like, oh, artwork. Yeah. This one just grabbed me. This crap, everything around like this, all the tooling work. Yeah. This is magnificent.
It's insane.
And I can't wait to, Ashlyn hasn't seen it yet. So when she comes down with the bunny, we'll get her take. But yeah.
It's phenomenal. Art Nouveau. It's Art Nouveau, like inspired. That's the style, Art Nouveau, and it's got all those cool swirls. And he's in like his like suit. He's all dapper with his cane and everything. Yep. I was like, he went bananas with that thing.
See, I didn't even notice the cane. That is crazy.
Yeah, it's a really he outdid himself on that one.
Yeah, this is my favorite.
Yeah.
It just is. I've been thinking about getting a poster. Well, I already told you there's a poster I want. You and I talked about that. But this one too at some point. So
And the sticker is cool. It's in like the same style. It's like an Art
Right.
Nouveau wolf head.
Yep. If I can get it out of here. Not your fault, mine. Yeah. This is really cool.
I was
This way?
watching
This way. This way.
I was
Okay.
watching Patty Potato Peelers, Steven's live stream, and he thought it was all Chinese like art. He's like, oh, it's like a Chinese dragon and Chinese
It
art.
does kind of look like a dragon at first, and then I'm like,
Oh
no,
man,
it's a wolf.
it's a wolf. It's Art Nouveau.
That's funny. A rechargeable insert for your Zippo that looks like electric lines between rods. Interesting. Oh, I got you. Like yeah. Very cool. There's so much crazy stuff out there these days that you can get into. I want to get my first Jack Wolf at your in Texas at your table, says Kevin Smith.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have Midnight Jacks there. I'm gonna bring at least a box of 20. So I'll have them, and I think I was looking at them today, 6 or 8 of the chaotic pieces to bring. So, don't wait too long to come by, but I should have them.
And you'll have others as well, probably, right?
I might do a show special too. I have to,
Okay.
I like to sell them at a better price at the shows. I've been doing that, and it's kind of cool because there's so many good things at the show. It's nice to give a little incentive. But I have to find out if any of my dealers are going to be there selling my stuff, and then, I don't want to undercut them.
Yep.
So it's like, hey, do you guys want to both do this? Maybe you offer a little better deal for these guys because we know it's expensive to come to the shows, the flights, the parking, the hotels. It's like, and I usually sell to dealers for wholesale, so I got extra margin when I sell direct. I'm down to give a little discount.
Gotcha. I don't know what you've been. Okay. Ben, here's a reason to carry a Zippo.
I think I know what he's talking about. I think it holds screwdriver bits.
That I have seen that. Tim showed me that a while back, Rusty. I remember that now. Oh, his kids have stole most of his tins and they love them. That's cool.
Every time at the knife shows, man, those tins on the table, they're like a magnet for kids. They'll come from half a row away. They'll see it, and yeah, I'm like, I got to figure out how to sell these kids something in these tins.
There you go. That's you can come up with a little bit of everything for that. David, very cool, man. Speaking of which, I want to talk about something non-knife related. If you watch this now, I know there's a lot of people in here aren't into sports, but if you watched the Super Bowl last night on the regular network, you did it wrong. Should have watched it on Nickelodeon. That was mega entertaining. Did you see this, Ben?
No, I have no idea.
No joke, dude. There was a simulcast of the Super Bowl on Nickelodeon, and it was 2 announcers, like 2 dudes, and they were playing the game in Bikini Bottom. So they had this thing over the screen that looked like the light coming down from above, like shimmering.
Mm-hmm.
And then and they had, like, instead of a blimp, they had a submarine going around. And then SpongeBob and Patrick were the voices of SpongeBob and Patrick were calling the game with them. And then there were animated SpongeBob and Patrick in the booth, like with these dudes calling the game. There was they were shooting, like, fake, of course, but they were shooting slime into the crowd, and they had pre-recorded all these bits where there were people in the crowd getting slimed, or Michelangelo of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was shooting pizzas in the crowd, and it would cut to people eating pizzas, and it was like hilarious. All kinds of graphics on the screen, like suddenly they'd be going down the field and a jellyfish would float by. It was crazy.
That's genius.
Way more entertaining. And so there was you guys know there was a lot of punts last night, and they always make Patrick Star like he's dumb, And so the first time they punted, the guy says, "Okay, so the special teams are coming out." And Patrick goes, "Special teams?" And so the whole rest of the night, every time they punted, he would go, "That's my team," you know. So it was just like, it was so funny. So yeah, I was not into the teams at all. So it made it fun for me. I mean, I guess if I really cared about the game, I wouldn't have watched it that way, but I didn't. So it was a lot of fun to watch it that way. So yep. Very cool. Who is that? Tori. Very cool. Yeah, my wife and I were here alone. All of our kids were out, and we watched about half the game on Nickelodeon. 54-year-old me watching Nickelodeon Super Bowl. Gotta love it. Currently, I have a midnight, a low drag, a feel good, and after hours, a gunslinger, sharpshooter, laid back, and a little bro. Very cool.
Excellent collection, Brian.
Yeah, that is very nice.
Right on. So he's got a couple straight edge, 3 straight edges, 4 straight edges.
Yes, I think
4 straight edges. He's got clip. Wait, no, I'm sorry. I counted the low drag as a. Yeah, well, he's got the laid back. So 4 straight edges, a spear point, and 3 clip points. Very good.
Hey, acid test. I try, man. I'm Patrick. Okay, fine. That's a story that always cracks me up. You get this guy that's on. I used to love the show Coach, and Bill Fagerbakke was on there, and then he becomes Patrick, and he's this iconic cartoon character. I loved him on Coach. Did you ever see Coach?
I remember Coach was on. No, it was on when I was a kid for sure. Who played Coach was
shoot. What is his name? Can't remember his name. Somebody help us out in the chat.
I watched some movies over the weekend
because right,
I was
Michael.
on the plane, so I didn't watch the game. I was like,
here's
I watched
Jeremy
Here's
Jeremy with his little dig. You ready? I have all the first runs except the feel good and little bro because they were all in my Carta, right, Jeremy? But you do have Craig T. Nelson. That's it. You do have a thank you, Andrew, and hello, by the way. Jeremy, you have the gunslinger too, right? I think you did. Yep. Yeah, because I think you had that at Blade Show, if I remember correctly. Hey, Bama Ninja, what's going on, man? So guys, don't forget. Okay, let's go through. We always do our little thing here, Ben. So the things to remember. Okay. So first of all, these don't release at Jack Wolf's website. They release at dealers, and that's Friday at 2 p.m. And so they're at dealers' sites. There's another collection. Let's read this real quick before it goes off the screen. There we go. We currently have the Big Bro, Feel Good, After Hours, Vampire Jack, Low Drag, Javelina, and Pioneer.
Nice.
Very cool.
Excellent.
Very classic designs there, I would say. Barlow.
He's got a lot of the real traditional patterns.
Yep. Very cool. All right, I'm just making
Thank
sure.
Thank you for the support, oh Father. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is really cool.
Amazing.
Now what was I saying?
2 p.m. Eastern,
2 p.m.
11 a.m. Pacific.
Thank you. And
dealer list is on the website at the authorized dealer link. We have international dealers. They've got them. We're actually, I picked up a new country, the Republic of Georgia, which is super interesting.
You said you were working on that.
Yeah, I got it done. The country's just called Georgia, but it's referred to as a Republic of Georgia pretty commonly, because otherwise I think you're talking about, the southeast of America.
Right.
And, on the international dealers, they are permitted to drop at any time they want the day of the release, because I had some difficulty coordinating everybody for that. So,
right.
But it's
Kathleen,
easy to coordinate the U.S.
Save up. They'll be around. Ben's not going anywhere. The guy makes a knife a month. There'll be opportunities. So hopefully you can get one.
Yeah, and pretty much any knife you want to buy, if you're willing to take the risk of buying on the secondary market, which if you are smart about it, really isn't that much of a risk. There's some good deals on the secondary.
Yep. Yep. I like that question, B Shady. For anybody that doesn't have one, which one would speak to you? That is actually a really cool question. The second thing I was going to mention is don't forget the I don't have it dialed up, but don't forget the Facebook page. And the Facebook page is jackwolfknivesworldwide.com or .com. Jack Wolf Knives Worldwide.
Oh, that's
Wow.
funny.
It's so ingrained in your head, man. It's just like I don't even know, but little bro, but money is the problem. Gotcha, Kathleen. I was just curious. That's a very classy shape. I like it a lot, and a nice size too, for a lot of people.
We also have we still got some coins left. We did a commemorative coin for 20,000 follower milestone on Instagram, and they're really cool. They're $14 plus shipping will get you out the door just under $20. So, Freak Show, I'll keep my eyes open for you. There's not many of those that made it out into the wild, that's for sure. But I'll keep my eyes open for you. I got another guy also looking for one. So I'll keep my eyes open. But yeah, we sell the coins directly on our website. And we've been doing leather drops recently. So let me talk about the leather drops for a second.
Yep, do it.
So I've been getting leather from Troy at Northwoods. And, if anybody doesn't know Troy, he's got a full-time job and 2 kids, one of which is a new kid, So he can only produce so much leather in a given month. So the supply is limited. And I learned pretty quick that I can't even advertise those leather slips to my email list because there's way too many people that want them. And then I'll just get a ton of angry messages like, oh, this wasn't even available. It's like, well, there's over 5,000 of you on the email list and I had, 40 slips. So what we've been doing is promoting those in the Facebook group. And so if you really want a Jack Wolf branded leather slip, then the Facebook group is where you want to be. We did one over the weekend. We did some with sage grouse and we had custom leather slips from River. He did tooled ones with Jack Wolf knives in like the oval, like in the writing, but instead of saying sage grouse, it said Jack Wolf knives. And then we did some just buttero slips with the wolf head stamped in them. And we sold those over the weekend. They're gone.
Very cool.
So, if you guys really like carrying your Jack Wolf in leather and you want than what you get in the can, then the Facebook group is where it's at. And I've got another guy coming on board. So I should have at least 3 leather makers routinely producing leather for me. I'm trying
cool.
I'd like to have enough of it available where I can promote it to the email list or even promote it on Instagram, because guys want it and they're awesome and they're so complimentary to the knives.
Right. Hang on. I was trying to open Tim's link where I could show it, but I can't.
Pull up that collection.
I'm having a hard time, Ben. Shocker. Sharing your screen is not always the easiest thing to do. So here we go.
So yeah, those first 3 are his buttero. So that's violet with white. Then we did like a Doc Martin color scheme, black with gold. And then there was whiskey with turquoise. And then there's 3 tooled slips. One was sunburst blackout. And then there was a basket weave, and then one with the red dots. I forget what he called that.
Swirled red dots. Yeah.
Swirled red dots. Yeah.
Very cool.
So I put the prices at 0 when they sell out. I've got to fix that last one. But the tooled slips were 100, and the plain color ones were 60. They're more Troy's are usually 40. They're more expensive than Troy's the plain ones because the leather's really thick. If you guys have ever seen River slips, they're thick and they are stiff. So to get the knife out, you pinch them and the knife will drop into your hand. So they have to cost more because the material's more.
Yep. Yeah, and the tooling is pretty insane.
Oh yeah. The tooling is on another level. And I thought to myself, like, they're $100. They're not going to sell as fast. They sold faster than the plain ones. I was like, man.
So what are you saying?
Off.
Yeah. So the thickness of the leather is what gives you the retention, and then you just do that, and it pops right out. And I'm glad I actually caught that.
That's a nice one, dude.
Yeah, I love it. He did that. I wanted that turquoise color, and then it's just, if you were talking about the thickness of the leather, let's just do this real quick. So there's a northward woods on this side, and there's a sage grouse on that side.
It's about twice as thick. I mean, it's getting close.
And then I've got this is not a Jack Wolf, but I think you'll forgive me. Just and you guys who have had some of the slips from Joe at Lancelot Leather, there's the thickness of his as well. I think I showed you this crazy knife, didn't I, Ben? This is the English Jack that I picked up.
That thing's sweet, man.
Pretty impressive.
I wonder where they got that handle material. Should I try to find that stuff?
Oh, please, would you?
That's cool.
Yeah, they call it royal blue, I think. But they don't even say if it's Kieranite, or they don't say. It just says royal blue.
Interesting.
From what hold on. Where's it's in the other room. The tube's in the other room. It would say on the tube. I'll look. It's got to be like resin or Kieranite, doesn't it?
It looks like stone. That's not a Kieranite. I can promise you that, because I've stared at their catalog for hours. But
like how shiny it is.
Oh yeah, just polished up.
Yep.
That's a beautiful knife.
And with it open, it's to me. And again, I can't really pinch this one, so I'm kind of against my own thing that I always say. I have to thumbnail open it, but still, I mean, just freaking stunning.
Yeah,
it's just a gorgeous knife. Yeah, and it's kind of me, nice, big, huge. I like it a lot. So so there's your look at the leather. Nice fast. Do you know when the Jack Wolf Venom is coming back? Well, I don't know, and I know that the guy we're about to ask isn't going to answer your question.
Well, what I will say is it will come back. Like, I'm going to build it again. I'm not going to say when, because I like to torment you guys just a little bit, and also because I don't want to set expectations and then not meet them. But I will promise you, I will make that knife again. It's due. It's due.
It is, and so is the Cyborg.
So is the Cyborg. Those guys are good.
I'm curious as to which ones you're going to end up doing a second run on. I personally would love to see another K9, but that's just me. I know that wasn't nearly as popular as some of them, but
you're not the only one. I mean, I do get a lot of requests for it, which is encouraging. Yeah. I've been contemplating just tweaking the handle shape a little bit, like changing some of the way the curves go. I love the blade. I don't think I'd mess with the blade. I think I got the blade shape right. I would like to maybe
just make it a little less curvy,
or just like on the bottom. The bottom is kind of a semicircle. I'd like to maybe just kind of break up that symmetry a little bit.
Okay.
So before I would just like repeat that one, I think I'd like to see if I could play with the design a little bit. Ben likes to torment. I do like to torment. I enjoy it.
I'm all over that, High Tide. I'm all over that. And Ben knows that. That would be really sweet as well.
I'm definitely working on converting more of these designs to the locking knives. I could tell you right now, some convert better than others, and some I'm going to have to totally rethink how to do them as a locking knife, and some just won't make it. But yeah, I'm working on it, fellas. That's really any design time I have right now is not dedicated to drawing new slip joints. It's dedicated to expanding that locking knife line.
Yeah, that's the one I have, JR. I personally, again, ergos are important to me. So that's the Javelina is another great one in hand. The Cyborg is great in hand. The K9 is great in hand.
Those are all primo ergonomics, those knives.
I agree. Those are the the ones that sing in your hand. It's just like, oh,
Yeah.
just how it should feel. Not that any of the rest of them are bad in the hand. Those are just the ones that are really good. Would love to. Okay, so this is an interesting discussion. Would love to see more of a top flipper Jack Wolf over a front flipper.
The reason I didn't. Okay, it's a good point, Tim.
I would just love to hear what you say about it. Yeah.
Well, okay, so when I was designing that gunslinger the first time, I was very cognizant of the fact that I am following Pena's form factor, like in a major way, his X series knives. I'm like, I got to do what I can to differentiate myself from his knives. And so I think he really, I'm not saying he proliferated that top flipper. And not only that, but his top flipper was freaking amazing. Like when you activate his top flipper, that blade just comes screaming out. So I'm like, all right, if I'm going to do this, I'm trying to avoid, I'm not trying to say I'm avoid the criticism, but I'm trying to differentiate myself. So people don't look at this and say, oh, you could just get a Pena. It's the same thing,
And
so one of
people would say it.
100%. I mean, because I would say it if that was the case. So I'm like, all right, what do I do so I can make this different? And so changing the flipper design was paramount for me. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, I really like it. I find them easy to flip. I understand the top flipper thing. But I just wanted it to be uniquely mine. And I mean, I guess nothing is truly unique, but I just didn't want it to look like a copy of Enrique's stuff. The removable clip, my blind screw clip, the full length backspacer, they're bigger than the X series knives, like all that stuff.
Yeah, I love some of his knives, and I absolutely love the use of the kickstop flipper.
I got to play with a kickstop for the first time at this knife show. It's cool. When it's closed, that thing sticks out pretty far out the back. And I don't know if every kickstop looks exactly the same, but whatever one I was playing with did. It looks amazing when it's open, obviously, because it's gone. But it's pretty. It
depends on who's you're doing. I don't think I remember the ones that I saw were the Mula, I think, and the Apache.
Yeah, I don't. It wasn't a Pena that I was playing with at the knife show.
Sticking out. Now the Chavez 229, they have a kickstop of that, and that one does stick out a little bit further. But I think that's just Chavez flipper tab design.
Yeah, it could simply be that the flipper. I don't know if the flipper tab is the same on every kickstop or not. I just don't know, and I don't know. Like, not every OE, you got to license it from that dude Lee Williams, and I think, and I don't know if other Chinese OEMs can even make it, or if he only allows Riot to make it. So I don't know.
That's interesting. I wonder if you have to go through. That's a good question. I don't know if you have to go through Riot period to do it, and you probably
I mean, he if he's going to license that, he's probably wanting to know who's manufacturing it, because he's got to have a certain level of trust. His plans aren't going to go out the back door or whatever. And I don't know. I simply don't know. I don't even know Lee Williams. I wouldn't know how to approach that.
Right. So here's the Chavez 229. And I mean, it protrudes a little on the back. But that's Chavez's style, if you will. That's the style that he does. And then I wonder also if you got to put that big logo up there.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
A small one.
Yeah.
It is a selling point, but.
Hello. We have a guest entering the studio. Oh, goodness. How are you?
Tired.
She worked all day. Sounds like fun. This is funny. All right, I didn't expect this. This is number.
Not the best, because my wrist still doesn't want me to draw.
She's having
nerve
whatever in her
problems
wrist.
And carpal tunnel.
And
you name
nerve.
it, probably have it.
So this is number 82. Say hi to
There's a-
Ben first.
There's a scar from carpal tunnel surgery right there.
There's a scar from
You can have one of those
carpal
one day.
tunnel.
Yeah.
So this is Killer Bunny number 82. Love eating Killer Bunny. It's the love eater. Yeah, he's love.
That heart's
love
already
bites?
been
I don't
broken
know.
once, huh?
Now we're out of focus completely. All right, I want to get well, let me get in focus first here.
You probably blame me because of how pale I am.
Is that it? It can't
Look at this.
it can't focus on the pale orc. Well, now I look pale too, so that's great. All right, so I want to get your impression on this. This is the new knife artwork.
I can't see it when you're going. Thank you.
This is done by Gonzo.
That is cool.
See, even the artist likes it, Ben.
Dang.
I love it. Can you believe the detail? Look at the cane. The detail's incredible.
That's sick.
Sick. Oh, father had his wrist done last year, he says.
Yeah, I got to do the other one still, and I don't even want to after the first one. It was like, it just takes a while to heal, and it's your hand. So it's like, man, just in the way.
Yeah,
you use
the
it all
doctor
day.
looked at me, he goes, man, you're only 22. Normally, most of the people I see for this crap is like much older. I was like, dang.
Gee, thanks, Doc.
I was like, thanks, I know.
It. Well, I actually think, between art and she plays the ukulele all the time.
Archery,
she's trying to
color guard,
archery. She, and then she was working at a stinking cake place, icing cakes.
Some of it's just a lot of it's genetic too. Do you wake up with
Yep.
like your hands feeling like they're tingling first thing in the morning, real bad?
Sometimes, yeah.
Man.
So what do you think? You're still looking at it?
Oh, I was just looking at all the detailing. I think it's cool.
Yep.
Like all the tiny details you wouldn't notice until
We still need to set it up to have at least one of the artists on, Ben, one time when we do one of these
there's
streams.
So
That'd
many
be cool.
things on here you don't notice until you get up close. Like if you look at like right here where you see like these pieces that I was showing you first so you know what to point out. So like these right here, like the parts that hang over have shadows on them. So
she's talking about the hanging on the bottom of the M here and the
on the orange
here.
too. Like you can see the shadow from both of them. Like it's really tiny details that like you wouldn't see until you had it up close.
Yep. There's definitely a shadow there.
The little black squigglies in the corner of the turquoise is like a skull shape. I don't know if it's supposed to be or not, but there's just a lot going on.
It looks like a skull. That's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
So.
There's a lot going on. It's like a
almost like a goat or something, like a mountain goat, with the curled horn.
Also, like the color theory on there, the way that they still were able to get like that yellow that you have in the like original design and still get in like those oranges and stuff without it, and like that teal green without it like clashing is like a lot of work with like color theory and stuff and like getting different tones on each of them.
Yeah, and those little splashes of red. Those you got all these cool tones, and then there's just this little spice of red. Tastefully done. I love that piece. I love it.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely my favorite. This is there's been some great artwork, but there's just, are you kidding me? We're talking slip joint here. I mean, this is like guy in a, in this case a wolf, but in a very classy outfit. And he would have a slip joint in his pocket for sure.
Oh, he definitely would have a slip joint. There's no doubt.
Yep. So I think it's cool. I thought you would like it. I was going to show it to you the other night, and then I thought she'll come down in the stream and I could show it to her.
It's so cool.
Your wife had both wrists done? Ugh.
At the same time?
Usually,
I don't think they do them at the exact same time.
I would hope they did.
I mean, you can if you insist, but they prefer not to do it that way, but you can.
Yeah, Tim did it, and then a month later did his other one.
Yeah.
I just have the constant aching in my hands that I've had since I was like 23 from the arthritis. So thankfully I don't have that. Just my hands hurt like 24/7. So
did I show you the thing I did the other day?
No, let's see it. Put it up here.
I mean, if you want.
Oh, that's
for
cool.
Valentine's.
Look at this.
It might not focus.
Oh, it's focused.
It's very pale on screen.
Is that Reba McEntire? No, I'm kidding.
No,
We were joking about her last night, but I was just talking about the belt buckle.
That's cool.
Oh yeah. It's not gonna focus on her
It is
very well.
It's clear enough.
Yeah.
That's
very cool. I like that's.
everything.
I'd like to see the bullet that comes out of that.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to make sense. We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about art. Doesn't have to make sense.
Doesn't have to make sense. Yeah. And then like.
Oh, there you go.
there's-
Look, there's my take on the colors and the artwork. I'm colorblind, but it looks cool as heck.
And then that's the cowboy I did for a friend the other day. So,
Okay, that's cool.
yeah.
That's awesome. He's kind of beat up a little bit.
Yeah.
Was he drugged through town on a like where they drag him behind the horse or whatever?
I don't know.
Arms got all chewed up. That's great. Very good. Your details are looking
I'm-
awesome.
I've been practicing.
Now
a
work on
lot.
my artwork I asked you to work
Practicing a
on.
lot.
Hint, nudge, nudge.
What do you think I'm doing upstairs right
Okay.
now?
All right. Trying to get a t-shirt done.
Mm-hmm.
So Ben's like about to laugh at me over here. Picking on my poor daughter.
You get what you paid for. Is that the case over there?
I'm gonna
Casey?
pay her. I haven't paid her
Are
yet because
you?
she hasn't done it.
Are you?
Yes, I am. I'm prepared to pay you. I need some artwork.
Oh,
You get
man.
nothing.
Mm.
Yeah, David says great work. Kathleen says nice work.
The dog.
The dogs have breached the perimeter. We got a
Uh-oh,
puppy,
there's
so we
there.
got like a little fence
There.
up, but the big one breaches and then the little one follows.
Ah, gotcha.
You know who they haven't
Pig's
seen in
ear.
a few weeks because I
Pig
haven't
ear
brought him
o'clock.
on in the last couple weeks.
Yeah, you haven't brought Monty on in quite some time. I think you don't like him anymore.
No, it's just hard to bring him on because he gets all antsy.
Like that? Like that?
Yeah.
He's antsy for sure.
He's a spaz, is what
There
he
you go.
is. There he is. What's up, Monty?
Come here,
Those I think he's got some like weepies in his eye over here. See that? Ah.
No, that's just where he's bad at cleaning
Oh,
his eye. We
oh.
mentioned it to the doctor.
Oh, there you go. We got both of them now.
Got them both.
Oh,
And the names again, I always forget.
This is Oscar and this is Louie.
Louis. Oh my goodness. That's hilarious.
is Oscar a grouch?
Not really, which
Trying
is
to eat
good.
my shirt.
Perimeter breach.
Bro,
Yeah,
chill.
the perimeter has been breached, and
look at that.
I've been overrun.
Well, you better put him back in there
Look
for
what he did.
Yeah, he chewed our shirt.
Bruh.
Bruh. Well, don't let him get to me. These are brand new pants. Your
My
mom
friend-
will kill him.
Oh, you know Corey, Corey
Yeah,
Dunlap.
Corey
the
Dunlap.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So his daughter has a rabbit, and every once in a while he'll just send me videos of him like feeding the rabbit like vegetables, and it's just so funny to watch it chew. Makes all these funny noises when it eats. And he's like, "I love feeding this thing."
You should see him when he has banana.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
I'll feed him bananas.
get
and he
one
goes-
and feed him so
crazy.
we can watch.
Do you want banana?
Of course he does. When does the animal
He
not
won't-
want to eat?
He
Red
won't
alert
do it when
security
you're holding
situation.
him. He won't eat anything when you're holding him.
What is wrong with you? You're like glaring at me. Oh gosh, that bunny's gonna kill me one night. in my
That bunny
sleep.
is hilarious, dude. He's just chilling right now.
He's just.
Look at him.
What is happening?
How?
Yep.
So tell us some bunny facts. It's a boy or a girl? It's a boy.
Is
The boy.
And what's
Monty.
his
Monty.
Monty? Okay. How old is he?
He is about 2 now.
Okay, so
This
full
big
grown.
stuff. Yeah, full grown. He's a Netherland dwarf. So this is about as big as they can get.
Okay.
They're
And
smaller,
he sheds.
smaller than most bunnies. They have shorter ears than most bunnies. And their faces are flat, basically. Like
I see.
bunnies'
Oh.
noses. He's right here. He's good. He's just sitting down here because he does. Oh my gosh, bro, chill. Can you sit up here for a second so I can finish telling him about you? There you go. Bunnies' noses twitch depending on how calm or like not calm they are, as well as
Maltese, right, Ben?
These are Bijans.
Bichon
Bichon.
Frise, that's right.
Mhm.
Okay, my bad.
And they grind their teeth if they're excited, but they also do it when they're nervous. So you have to know if it's nervous or excited somehow. But they do the same thing.
Deploy the holy hand grenade from
Deploy.
Antioch.
So how long does a bunny live typically?
Rusty?
I believe
Rusty could tell us, I bet. His mom
Like, do they
raises
make
them.
it? Do they make it to 10?
I believe they can make it up to 10. He's looking it up.
And do they only eat vegetables and stuff like that? They don't eat meat, right? They're just herbivores.
They don't eat meat. 10 to 12 years.
Says
Okay.
between 10 to 12 years. Oh, gosh.
And you don't got to take it for a walk or anything, do you? Like, how does it
No.
exercise?
So they have to get
They'd run him up and down the stairs in here.
when he gets exercise, typically a lot of people will train bunnies. They can be trained to do free roaming because they are actually extremely smart animals. They can learn how to do tricks. They can learn how to
He's just going to town on that ear, man.
There's all
They
kinds
love
of
these
puzzle
things.
toys you can buy for him and stuff. He literally learned, so we actually only open his cage from the top now. It has one of those like sliding doors on the front that we used to use, but we don't use it anymore. And there's a lock on it now because he learned how to open the door.
Yep.
Ah.
So
Like the second night he was here.
yeah, he learned really quickly.
Whoa.
Bunnies do this thing
Whoa.
when they're excited where they basically just throw their entire body into the air uncontrollably. Like they'll throw their butt into the air and like flip around, and then they'll look at you and they'll just sit there for like forever and just stare.
Rusty, my answer would be ish.
You can litter box train
He's
him.
sort of trained, but not completely.
We did it the way you're supposed to do it, but he's just a pain in the butt and doesn't like to listen. So
Yep. He mostly does.
he
but
gets his exercise from running up and down the stairs, getting out sometimes down here, and then he has a
they have a
playpen.
playpen that he runs around in circles in. We
And
don't.
then as far-
I mean, I have major. No joke, Ben. If that guy ever went outside, he would not come back in because I've got hawks that
Yeah.
live in these trees out here, and I've got squirrels, and I've seen the friggin' hawks just come, grab the squirrels and run away.
Dude, we got
fly
birds
away.
of prey out here, and when these guys were small, we had to be vigilant with these dogs outside because
I bet
the
that-
huge
that
owls
hawk-
and
that
hawks and
hawk
stuff.
will let out a screech that is like ear piercing and dive down and get him something. And yeah, so it's pretty crazy to say the least.
Some small fun facts.
Just show the bunny a roasting pan. That's how you get him potty trained.
Some small fun facts is they love fruits and veggies, but everyone thinks that bunnies like carrots. Carrots
He
are
doesn't.
actually not something bunnies like to eat that much. He doesn't like them.
They actually say they have too much sugar for them.
Bananas are actually probably the most popular thing with bunnies. They love banana specifically.
Interesting.
You can't give them a ton because it's too sugary for them, which is with all fruits, but they can live off a diet of hay, lettuce, other veggies. There's specific ones you can and can't give them obviously with almost anything. But mostly hay and pellets and that. And the other fun fact is they look smaller, like they sit like this most of the time, but they're actually extremely long. Like
Wow.
he's got a lot
glare at
to
me.
it.
That thing glares at me. I swear you.
And their tails
He's going to
are
kill me.
also
in my
extremely
sleep.
long. Like they look tiny, but they're actually about this long.
I got a knife over here, buddy.
Where did they
fricassee
start
you.
making keychains out of rabbits' tails? Like, when did that start?
Rabbit's feet? Yeah, I don't
Rabbit's
I have
know.
no
feet.
idea.
Yeah, that's it. Feet.
But he's
I
not.
haven't
allowed to
seen one
know
of those
that.
in forever.
I have a rabbit's foot up in my room. He doesn't need to know about.
I used to get those at like the amusement park, you know, like as a souvenir. And I don't, do they even still make those things? It's like one of those things. Like, how does that pass muster in 2024 anymore?
I don't know. I have a rabbit's foot, but I've had that since I was like tiny. Like
Let's just see if we can find one on
I'm
Amazon.
sure they got them, but it's like
Lucky rabbit's foot.
There
You can
you
get a
go.
4-pack for $11.95.
I
Ben.
bet it's made of fake crap. That doesn't look real.
It really doesn't look real.
Those
So
all look
That
fake.
these look better, right? It says novelty though, so I bet it's not real.
None of those
And you
look
think
real.
about it, this is kind of gross, you know? It's like, wait a minute, why am I carrying this thing around?
I have one, but it's not a keychain. It's just like the fur with like the open hide on the other
What
side.
is this thing?
It's just a little patch.
Okay.
And I don't know why I have it. I don't know where I got it. I just have it.
I'm not sure how we stopped talking about knives, but no, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
That's all we ever talk
Yeah,
about. We
no,
can talk about other
Yeah, well, that's true. We do talk about knives a lot around here. And I don't even know what happened. I literally had my my midnight jack sitting right here.
I
Did
didn't
you
touch
did
it.
you eat it?
Yeah, I ate it.
Okay.
Snatched
Well,
it.
Ben, you'll have to show everybody when we leave because mine's apparently disappeared. So it's here
Time to
somewhere.
share with Oscar.
Hey, don't you dare.
Yeah, share with Oscar. Be nice.
Louis not very good
here-
at sharing yet.
Yeah, a 4-pack from the same rabbit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
It's just-
they love strawberries too. Oh, make the meat taste sweeter. It must have fallen in the floor because I swear it was right here.
Maybe you put it in your pocket or in the case. Did you put it back in the thing?
Oh, you know what? When I had the other knives out, Ben, when I was showing those slips, I bet I put it in there. That's exactly what I bet I did.
So did you see my comment? You were talking about earlier about wanting to go to 2 shows a year. I said you better go to the Texas one and you better take me with you.
You want to go to
I
Texas?
wanna go to Texas.
What's in Texas?
I don't know. I just want to go to Texas.
It's fun.
Okay.
It's in Fort Worth, and so there's Fort Worth has a downtown.
There it
It
is.
just kind of looks like a big city downtown, but then there's this other part of it called the Stockyards, and it's like this old, super authentic area, a few blocks, and they have a stockyard there. So they have these cattle auctions, but they have all kinds of cool shops to go in and restaurants, and yeah, it's sweet. You'd love it. You'd love it. Very.
I
as
have always
Texas-y
wanted
as
to go to Texas. So
All rabbits are named Bugs.
my mom wanted to name him Bugs, and I told her no, that was the most basic name you could ever try to name a pet bunny. Listen, I love Bugs Bunny. I wasn't about to name my bunny the same name that a billion other bunnies have.
Okay. Well, so what you're saying is your bunny is too good for that name. Is that what you're saying?
Well,
Right.
I mean, he had a different name at first, but he and my mom could not pronounce it. So
Totoro.
Totoro.
I still don't know what the heck that is, but okay. Guys, real quick, I'm going to put something on the screen. We're going to do a giveaway here in a little bit, and you're going to need to have a U.S. mailing address to win. So again, please only use one account per person and a U.S. mailing address. And here is your hashtag for tonight. Very simple. Midnight, like the Jack Wolf Midnight Jack. What?
I can say one more thing to distract
Okay.
the conversation from
All right.
knives,
All
and then
right.
I'm probably gonna go back upstairs to finish a homework assignment. and
Okay,
stuff.
what is it?
But whenever he's up in my room in his little like playpen, and I'm playing, there's a game I play that's called Red Dead Redemption 2, which is basically like a cowboy-esque old western style game.
Okay.
In the game, you have to hunt for food sometimes. And some of the stuff you hunt for is like deer and stuff.
And
But
rabbit.
also rabbits. And you literally basically have to like you kill the rabbit. And
Kill the rabbit.
You grab the rabbit, and then he basically like straight up just rips the skin off the rabbit.
Nice. Yeah, I don't think you'd like to watch that show alone. I
I'm
watched
like,
sometime where they turn the rabbits inside out and just go and rip their skin off. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was literally like, I was sitting there one day and I'm like, well, that's not something he should see.
Well, I don't think he would understand. I don't know. Rabbits' brains are about as big around as the end of this pin. So,
It's rabbit season, duck season,
yeah,
rabbit season.
I don't know. I'm not a rabbit expert in any way, shape, or form. RDR2. Okay. Oh, Red Dead Redemption 2. Got it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I thought he was trying to do R2D2. I'm like,
No, it's
Rusty
RDR.
says duck season. So,
RDR.
and Jim says wabbit season. They're going back and forth in the chat here.
Yeah.
See what you did, Ben? No, see what Ashlyn did. It's Ashlyn's fault. We'll blame it on her. But Ben, are we doing since we're in the giveaway mode, are you guys doing a giveaway this month?
Yeah.
I hadn't seen it yet.
We got one running. We got it running right now. I think we're running the chaotic right now.
Ooh.
And I think that one ends
Kathleen, there's
Saturday.
Kathleen and others that said you couldn't afford one. There's a chance. Make sure you go to Instagram and enter that giveaway.
Yeah. We give away 2 knives a month. I'm thinking about what I can do to make that, like, change my format on giveaways a little bit. Just come up with something different. But no, as of right now, we're still running giveaways twice a month.
Nice, Will. Nice. Good
Gotcha.
game.
That's cool that you do that. I mean, I think it's cool. It's tough. I'd like to do more giveaways myself as Tempest, and I did a bunch with the microbursts and with the pinions, but my counts went down on the Jetstream and the Fractus. So I probably not giving away as many of my own knives right now, trying to keep enough to sell, if you will. But yeah, it's cool that you do that very much. There you go. There's the giveaway page, guys. Go check it out.
Thanks, Tim.
Tim's hooking you up as usual. Tim works hard for this chat. Very, very much.
Tim's on it.
Look at that. We got Brian in here from Transparent Knives. What's up, Brian?
Dude, talk about a lucky winner. Brian got drawn for the lotto at the knife show.
Cool.
What's up, Brian? I didn't see what you bought. Tell us what it was.
I'm going to head back upstairs.
All right.
Oh, but they can see this. So you want to see what he likes to do? This is my hoodie pocket.
Look, he jumped as soon as she opened it up. He just jumped in.
He's like
to the hoodie pocket.
Hilarious.
Look at him. He just jumped into it. I'm like, how in the heck, dude? He just loves it. He just sits there.
See, the funny thing is,
he doesn't even have his eyes poking out, just his nose.
Yeah, since he's a dwarf, he can fit in there like perfectly. Like he's like the exact size of it.
Now you know why a lot of times when I wash my clothes with hers, they end up with rabbit fur.
And you also know why all of my hoodies have this like one hole like right here where you choose on it. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep, my all of them.
Look at that. Benny got drawn twice.
Wow.
It was for a friend though. Got 2 Kirby Lambert and 1
$2,000 Lambert.
a 2,000 Lambert
Shiro. Drawn twice, dude. Go buy me a lottery ticket. You can pick the numbers.
Exactly.
Wow.
And he's entering the giveaway too, so watch out, guys.
Yeah.
Have your monthly knife batches made it to 5 digits yet, Ben?
No.
5
digits? Hell no. 5 digits is a lot. 10,000 knives in a month? Man, dude.
That's a lot of knives. Thank you, Ash, for the bunny.
No.
Where did it go? There it is.
Probably under my iPad.
All right. Put it right here where I won't forget it.
Going back to homework.
Just aiming for 4 digits, my friend, not 5.
Yeah. Nope. That's a lot of knives.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of knives.
Tim, I don't know. If I see Doug, I'll ask him.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Stinks, man. God, when they chew them, they just kick up
the
stink.
I didn't take a picture of it. Can you take a picture of Mom?
Okay. This is the other thing we always have to do because my daughter always brings the bunny down here. And if my wife doesn't get a picture before I give it away, she gets very upset. She wants to see them. So, okay, what did he say? I watched the second half of the Super Bowl. Didn't understand anything was happening, but it was still fun because the announcers told me it was very exciting. There you go. Should have watched the Nickelodeon one with me. I knew exactly what was happening. SpongeBob was very excited. Patrick was just yelling, special teams. All right. Anyway, Ben, so we're going to do a giveaway here in a minute. What else am I missing? Obviously, Friday's drop, and giveaway, and check out the Jack Wolf Knives Worldwide Facebook group. You got going on. You're having leather drops from time to time.
Yep, and we'll be at Blade Show, Texas, in a couple weeks, and we'll be in Atlanta in June. It'll be here before we know it. And I think that's about it, man. You covered it. You covered your bases.
Nice. I actually got something right for once. And guys, if you didn't see, this is the new version of the Midnight Jack, and of course, this is the jig tie with the. How about showing that chaotic one there, Ben? But
sure thing. Let me grab it.
The reverse tux jig tie version, and Ben's going to show you the chaotic. That one's crazy.
My lighting
I love
isn't
that.
great in here, but
yeah, you're fine. And High Tide's been a member for 6 months. Very cool. Yeah, very much, man. Thank you for getting one of each of those. There you go. Thank you. There's your Daleka salute. So anyway, guys, all right. So I always do this, Ben. Chaotic's going to go first. It's not even a question. The question is what's second.
I have honestly, I don't know.
I don't know. Say White Storm, but I think it might be more spread out.
Yeah, I don't know. It's either good. I would guess Copper or White Storm.
Yeah,
because Copper and Dark Matter Gold are always really well received. And I don't know because there's a Stonewash blade now with the White Storm, so I simply don't know.
I know that's another thing. I was pretty excited
reverse
about
tux is strong. This reverse tux is very strong.
Yeah,
like there was a lot of people who really liked the way it looked at the knife show. So, dude, I don't know.
I think
all I know is Chaotic's going to go first.
Yep, for sure. Faux show. Are we allowed to know how many of those there are?
I don't say.
I had to ask.
Yeah.
Hey, Corey.
I get mesmerized looking into it.
Yeah. Cool. The resin. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, because it's at different depths in this stuff.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. It's the weirdest thing ever.
Thank you, Rory. Appreciate it, man. I finally got one in hand myself, and I really like it. So appreciate that. What do you think, Ben? I even got some Ultim here.
I like it. I like it a lot. I think.
Yeah, they did. I didn't get to pick handle materials at all. Not even.
Is that like a lanyard in the back? A provision for a lanyard?
Yep. I just wanted it to look a little more style. There's Trev. Everybody say hey to Trev.
What's up, buddy?
Dude.
I thought I'd wave.
You waved. He does. You need to remind me to buy some more butter knives. We're almost out.
That's tragic.
Tragic. Yep. So, Ben, the answer is my goal was the reason I did it like this originally. It was only back here. But I wanted the ability for somebody, I could picture somebody, check this out, okay? Putting a lanyard on this and wanting it like if they got long hands for extra grip, but I could also picture somebody wanting to bring it up and lay it on top of the handle to give themselves a little more thickness. Mm-hmm. And so that was my purpose, was to be able to bring it up and lay it across the handle and have a little extra handle. I thought that would be kind of cool for people that like lanyards. For me, the handle's fine. It doesn't have to be a big handle. I got a heck of a grip on it. So yeah, that was the purpose of doing it that way.
I like it. That's a nice design cue too.
Thank you. Yeah, I wanted to do something different, and I remember doodling with that for a long time before I got it where I wanted it. As a matter of fact, the guy that helped me with CAD, Lieutenant Mark, he and I went back and forth on it several times to get it to where it could be machined properly and look right, you know? Mm-hmm. And so we went back and forth on it and got it to where I think it looks pretty cool. It's a big lanyard hole. Let's just be honest. But like I said, it doesn't impede the grip. It's not any kind of problem. It was just something that if a lanyard person wanted it that way, they could have it. And like you said, kind of a design cue as well. So, yep. And these were supposed to be, and again, I get why it's not my knife, it's their knife, but the screws were supposed to be like my pivots. And they just did these. And I get it. It's not my knife. It's their knife. They don't want to overdo it. But they chose to do it that way, and that's fine. There's certain things you get say in and certain things you don't.
That's right.
So like everybody keeps asking me why there's not a blue one. Because I had no say in the handle material or in the blade steel. I asked for Nitro V. 14C was more available, so they did 14C, which is fine. And then they picked the handle material completely. So the third one is red micarta, like a red linen, I think it is. So yeah, that one looks really cool too. It's funny, Ben, you'll appreciate this. I'm supposed to get samples, right? And people started getting them, and I'm like, what the heck? I haven't got my samples yet. So I literally went and bought 2, and I got the ones I bought, and I still don't have my samples.
Oh,
Samples are
nice.
supposed to be here like Thursday, I think.
Let's do the giveaway, Casey. I'm running out
All
of
right,
battery.
man. You're running out of battery.
on
All right.
my iPad.
So let's see what we've got over here. I don't even remember, to be honest with you. You got your giant pack of swag, of course, with the Knives Fast stickers, Big Red, Lefty, Mike Curtis, you name it. Oh, Father's in there. And we are going to put our Killer Bunny as well as our Butter Knives Fast number 142 in there. All right, so that's good to go. We have one of the last couple of Dalicas from JR Miz here. So there's a Dalica. And we have a tool along multi-tool from our buddy Tim B. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, JR. And the knife tonight is in a crinkly package. Ben, we have a beast. I'm not sure this is up your alley, but we will find out what you think of this one. This is the Concept Corvid M Plus in S35, S35 VN and burlap. This is like true burlap micarta. Look at that. Crazy looking kind of gray. I don't even know what they call that. It's like a gray titanium blast, I think, on the blade. I think that's what it is.
It's interesting,
So,
man.
Yeah. Yep. So that's what we've got tonight. Yeah, it's a tank, all right. I can't wait to ship it. It's like, oh my goodness. All right. So let us see if we can draw a winner. So if you have not entered, you have 30 seconds to put hashtag midnight, just like you see it on the screen. And then we are going to draw. And when I say 30 seconds, it's usually not literal 30 seconds. I'm not sitting here counting, but somewhere around 30 seconds. You know what? I think I'm going to just leave the little bag off because this ain't working. It's ripping. So sorry you don't get the bag. All right. All righty. So like I said, about 20 seconds now till I draw. So if you haven't done it yet, let's do this. Very good. I love seeing all the people that have Dust Devils or have them coming in. That is pretty cool. Oh, very cool, Wombat. That's awesome. One of our viewers, Ben, one of our viewers got his Dust Devil in today and immediately made walnut scales for it.
Nice.
Send me a picture. Looks really good. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Bam. Whoops. Hit the wrong button. Okay, hold on. 3, 2, 1. Bam. 101 entries and 120 people in here. Very good. I hope all of you have hit that like button as well. Let's see who our winner is. Your Majesty 3. Hello, Your Majesty 3. You're new around here, so I welcome and congratulations. So what I need from you is I need you to email me knivesfast@gmail.com with your screen name, your real name, and your U.S. mailing address. Again, gotta have a U.S. mailing address. So definitely send me that. I appreciate it. So congratulations, Your Majesty 3. Stick around and come back for another stream. Love having new people win, but would love to have you come back as well. So there is your email address you need to email. Are you in here? Let us know you're in here so that we know we're good to go here. Well, Ben, I appreciate you being here, man. Guys, make sure everybody tell Ben thank you. He's always such a good sport. We kind of pick at him a little bit and have some fun with him hiding everything from us and keeping us in the dark. She is here. Okay, so we saw Your Majesty 3. Okay, yep, I'm here. Okay, good. So if you don't mind, please send me that email, knivesfast@gmail.com. Again, I need your screen name, your real name, and your U.S. mailing address. So please do that, and we will get this out to you ASAP. Sounds good.
I want to thank everybody in here for hanging out, and you guys are awesome. If anybody ever needs anything from me, just reach out. I'll do whatever I can for you.
Awesome. Yeah, Ben, and that's the other thing, guys. If you ever have trouble with these, I've heard stories. Ben will take care of you. Same as all of us. We're out here trying to make friends, not enemies. So
That's
definitely
right.
reach
That's
out,
fact.
reach out to Ben, and definitely if you have any issues, he will take care of you. Love the way you're running your business, man. I've said it 100 times. I personally, you're like a business hero, if you will, because I mean, you're crazy. You're doing this every month. It's insane to me, but you're doing it. You're kicking it in the teeth, and you're going to every show and got 100 dealers and everything else. So I think it's really good. Oh, there you go. Well, okay, Ben, hold up. Belkin Beard Micarta.
Hold on, I go make it.
I wonder, they could
Dude, I
weave that
shaved the
crap.
whole thing off. Yeah,
Yeah, they
throw
could
it in a block of resin. I wouldn't be able to give that nasty shit away. How gross would that be? Human
It
hair
would be pretty
micarta.
disgusting.
Oh my god.
Beard micarta. We'll have to see if anybody makes that.
Oh man.
There's every handle material known to man. So who the crap knows, man? Now I
Yeah,
remember
seriously.
years ago there used to be people doing like a resin with like little designs. Like somebody did handle material that was like a shredded dollar bill.
Oh, that stuff was popular for a while.
Yeah, I saw that a few times and all kinds of stuff. It's like a Jackass episode.
Yeah,
Yes, it does.
where they glued pubes to that guy's face. Remember that?
Michael
in the movie?
says, "Oh gosh," Michael says he sees at least 20 knives in there.
Yep. Yeah, we could get definitely a small batch out of it. We could shave Oscar and get you some Bijan micarta.
Oh, there you go. Some Bijan micarta. Oscar's like, oh, heck no.
Look, he looks like a seal.
There you go. Yeah, that's true. All right, man. What? Saw a knife handle from wasp nest in resin.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I'm saying, and you see the pine cone ones all the time. I always
cone,
wonder
yeah.
how well they hold up. That's kind of weird, but rabbit's foot resin. There you go. All right, Ben, we're gonna let you go. I'm gonna go. I appreciate it, guys. Definitely check out the drop. By the way, if you don't remember, Friday, I will be live for weekend review, and we will stay on through the beginning of the drop, and then see how Ben's doing. All right, Ben, thanks a lot, man. We'll let you run. Have a good one, brother.
We'll see you
All
guys.
right. Bye, Ben. All right, so I wanted to give you one more piece of news before I let you go. This next Monday, I will not be doing a KF Live. We will be KF Liveless next Monday. I will not be able to. So I need to tell Scott N that. I don't think he's here tonight, but I will not be available. I will be there this Friday, and then the next Monday and Friday, there will not be a stream. So all next week, because of work stuff, I will not be able to do streams. So I will still have videos, and I will still probably have quite a few shorts, but I will not be able to do live streams next week at all. So sorry. Yeah, it's one of 2 or 3 times a year, Rusty. Everybody will live. I promise. Oh, there you go, Bushcraft. Bushcraft's talking about doing a unacceptable. Oh yeah, it's one of those business trips, David. So all kinds of exciting. Yeah, definitely. We'll figure it out. But I will not be able to. Don't mess up my Mondays. I'm sorry, guys. Trust me, I would like to do it. I'm just not going to be able to. So boo. Unsubbed. Oh no. All right. I lost all my subs. I quit. I'm off YouTube. All done. Because I'm missing a week. All right, guys. Thank you, each and every one of you, for your incredible support. I truly support it. By the way, I forgot to mention at the beginning, we are at 16,470. I think it's been like 11 days since we went over 16,000, and that's pretty crazy. So we're coming up on 500 in like 12 days. It might be like 12 days, 11 or 12 days, and coming up on 500 subs. So it's pretty crazy. It's slowed down a little bit, but it's definitely still going. Vin Diesel. No, nobody steal my time slot. You can borrow it for a week. No stealing. No stealing. You're good, Kelly. You're always lurking, man. What are you talking about? Hey, Bluminati, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you, Johnny. Glad you won that big, not that you won, that you got all that stuff. You deserved it, man. That was really cool to see after your mom passed and everything, to kind of brighten your day or your month or whatever. So that was really awesome. All right, guys, I've got to run. Papa Smurf. Okay. All right. I've got to run. Hey, Grumpy, what's up, man? Appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. And once it posts, go ahead and hit that, put what do you call it? A comment. Thank you. Gosh. And appreciate all those who comment on the videos and watch them. And thanks to all the channel members, Patreon supporters. Appreciate each and every one of you. There you go, microbrewery. Oh, you guys are funny. All right. Take it easy, Jim, and everybody in here. Have a good time. You will definitely see one of the Dust Devils in my pocket check tomorrow. I can guarantee it. I don't know which one it's going to be, but there will be a Dust Devil in my pocket check tomorrow. And I can guarantee that. And I can't wait. Hopefully I'm getting the red one. I don't know. They've not told me what my samples are. They just said we got sample. So I hope I got one of each, and I got a red one coming too, because I'd like to have a full set. If not, I may be calling one of you guys and trying to steal one, buy one or whatever. All right. So everybody have a good one. Thank you very much. Give me a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And thank you for watching the Knives Fast channel. See you guys. Have a great one. Bye.